Hey, welcome back, everyone. We always say your health is everything. You'd have a bazillion dollars. And if you're not in good health, that money's not going to do you good. It's not going to change things, especially if your health takes a turn where it's something that you can't turn back from. We're going to focus on the fundamentals of feeling good and your health. And this is all stuff that you may know, you may not know, but we forget about. And she is a certified holistic healthcare practitioner, a Reiki master. She has many, many modalities under her belt, and she can practice those even virtually to help you feel better. But if you're not taking care of yourself with the fundamentals, ain't gonna make a difference. So let's look at those things today with Renee Lennox, who joins us here in the program. How you doing today?
I'm great, Steve. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, I'm gratified to have you back here because what we're going to talk about is so important. And in our busy lives of things going on, we let these things go. We just take it for granted. Ah, my body's fine. I'll take care of it. To a point, yes, our bodies are amazing. However, we have to support them. Where should we start today? What do you think?
Exactly. Your life is your medicine. And when I went back to school for natural health, we learned that, like in Western medicine, they go by the germ theory, that there is like bacteria and viruses that are causing the diseases. And they look at, you know, torpedoing those bacteria with
Mm,
antibiotics and stuff.
yep.
In natural health, we believe in the terrain theory, where you build up your terrain, your microbiome, and then the pathogens aren't going to proliferate. You're going to be able to handle them. And the way to build up your terrain is following the basic foundations of health that I wanted to go over today. So,
Mm,
one of the big ones is, are you drinking enough water? You're supposed to drink half your body weight in fluid ounces. And I know that's hard for a lot of people, especially the type of jobs you have. You don't want to be in the restroom constantly. So it gets hard for people. And you want to stay hydrated. Your urine should be a pale straw color if you're hydrated. So if you're checking for that, and if you're drinking a lot of coffee and caffeine drinks, every caffeinated drink you have dehydrates, so you need an extra 8-ounce glass of water if you're drinking
whoa.
caffeine.
What about decaf coffee?
Decaf, you're fine with that.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I would drop money on the counter here that the majority of us aren't even coming close to what we should be drinking, number one. And I want to go back real quick if I could, because I was laughing inside about the germ aspect of our health. And I guess the how did you call it? The
The
holistic.
terrain theory, where you build up
Yes.
your terrain. Right.
Yeah. So up until 5 years ago, I would concentrate on germs. Yeah, I wasn't a germaphobe, but friends would joke and call me one. And even working in radio, I would do morning shows, and the team around us, he's cleaning his hands again. And I was the Purell person before even COVID. We even knew what that meant. Um, and my kids would get in the car when they were little, like, okay, clean your hands. Um, I've since spun that around in the last 5 years of my journey, specifically even three, and now take a look at it at a more holistic view. And I find myself getting sick less. Um, it definitely reframes things. Not that germs aren't on my radar. I'm walking into a convenience store. Yeah, if I remember, make fun of me if you will. I will use my shirt to open the door. Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I'll wash my hands more frequently, things like that. But I'm not. I don't think about it so much. I think more of the holistic thing, and minimizing stress and all. I'm sure we're going to get to all of those here. But
Right.
I just wanted to. It's so funny you should say that because I've done the 180, the 180 on that. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
And
Work in
that
work in progress. And hold on. I need to hydrate more. Um, seltzer water. I like it just to change it up. I like the bubbles. Is that okay?
I like seltzer water. I do
Okay.
that, and it may irritate some people's stomach, the bubbles. I do well with it,
Mm, yeah,
but
for the most part,
that
I'm okay.
yeah, but I'm fine with people doing seltzer water.
I don't know if you'll know the answer, and I don't know if there's an answer for this, but final thought on seltzer. Somebody recently told me, and I can't remember exactly what they said, but it can put stress or beat on one organ of your body. I don't know if it's the liver or the kidney or whatever. I don't know if that's founded, but it's stuck in my head. And it was because I drink seltzer. It's great. I'm drinking water. It's got some bubbles, natural flavoring. I'm hydrating. Have you ever heard anything like that?
Nah, well, I know there's different brands, and they say some of the packaging, like the that it's in, can have more, possibly PFAS and that kind of stuff, but that's
Okay.
everywhere, you know what I mean? And there's an app, Yucca, I believe it's called, that you can in the
Ah,
store like scan the items and it'll tell you if it's more on the healthy end or not. So I do that with the seltzer. I'll try to find one that's more, what's
gotcha.
considered healthy.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, when it says natural flavoring and it's a, reputable brand, I have to trust that it's okay. But all right, we digress.
Right. One
Hydration key.
Right. And one more thing that I want to point out to people with coffee and caffeinated drinks.
Sure.
Every time you do caffeine, you're stimulating your adrenals and it's putting you into fight or flight. So when people are just drinking coffee all day long, you're really stressing your adrenals. And then the stress of life is stressing your adrenals. So you really want to watch with that. You can just get in a vicious cycle where
Wow.
you're really, really taxing your adrenals.
Wasn't aware. Bottom line here, water.
Exactly.
That's it. I know it's either obvious, rhetorical, or boring. Water. Just keep drinking. Just keep
Yep.
drinking. Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
Then the next thing is food. Are you following what I call the SAD diet, the standard American diet that's filled with chemicals and preservatives and high fructose corn syrup? Or you should be shopping the perimeter of the supermarket with the healthy fruits and vegetables and, you
hmm.
know, healthy meats, healthy fats. I like my clients to be on an anti-inflammatory diet, like the Mediterranean diet. High fructose corn syrup, every aisle of our supermarket. It's in everything, and our body doesn't know how to break it down, so it stores it as fat. So you really want to watch that on labels. It's in so much.
What exactly is it? I mean, I get sugar from that fructose, but what exactly is it?
Yeah, it was like a sugar replacement that I don't know if it was the 80s that they started that, but ever since you know, I feel like America is a mess with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So you definitely want to watch that. The inflammatory foods are wheat, dairy, and sugar. And it's conventional dairy, has all kinds of hormones and antibiotics from what they're given to the animals. And then we're ingesting that by eating the conventional dairy. So you have to watch those three things: wheat, dairy, and
Hmm.
sugar. And if you can kick the sugar habit, the list of things that improve on people just kicking the sugar habit is phenomenal. And
Is it, would you say that sugar is the number one inflammatory?
I would say yes. Yeah. Yeah. And
Hmm.
it takes 21 days to break a habit. So if you can go 21 days, like just kind of keep your sugars like 8 grams or less. I know it's hard. Everything you look at in the supermarket, it's really difficult to find things that are 8 grams or less, but
Hmm.
just doing that will help so much.
Hmm. Uh, this stuff, we know sugar's not good for you. Then the other part of it comes in. Well, let me just treat myself. I'm just gonna, and I guess that's okay occasionally, but if you are repeatedly ingesting these things, and did you remember when you were kids, drink milk, you have a glass of milk, and now not so much. And it's not so much the milk, it's where the milk is coming from.
Right.
And it,
It's our food supply that's
right.
causing a lot of these issues, you
Mm,
know?
wow.
So
It's can you answer this? Why, when you say the outside perimeter, and I'm thinking back to different grocery stores I go into, there's like two in particular. Yes, one side is the dairy, the other side is the produce, fruits and vegetables. Why do they put them there? Is there a reason?
I
Or,
guess because all the SAD diet, the standard American diet, like processed foods are in the middle because it's all packaging. So they need all that shelving, I guess, to keep all the processed stuff
hmm,
there. And then all the fresh things they need, refrigeration and
yeah, but
stuff for the produce.
what's interesting, and maybe it's a good thing. My friend is the general manager of BJ's,
Okay.
and he says the biggest moneymaker is the produce.
Okay.
I was shocked. So I've often heard too that when they put things, extreme to the side, that's the first way you go. You walk in, you go to the right, or you walk in, you go to the left. Maybe they're trying to push us into the produce section because it makes them the most money, and it is I guess, the
The
healthiest.
healthiest.
But that also gets us into another category. Maybe we should go there. Organic produce. Your thoughts?
I mean, of course, organic is the best, but I know, it's also more expensive.
Yep.
So it gets tough. So I'd rather see somebody, if you can't do organic, at least you're doing produce.
Right. Would you say um, not everything has to be organic? I forget what they call it, the dirty dozen, the dirty whatever, where they list, say, certain fruits that if pesticides can't directly get into it, like a banana, it's got casing on it, then you don't have to buy the organic version, and you're pretty much okay with that. Can you tell us anything on that?
Um, I never really thought about that, but that's a good point. The
Yeah,
different fruits that are like encased.
yeah, they call it the dirty. I want to call it the clean dozen and the dirty dozen. Then and the things where you definitely want to buy organic is like strawberries. So you're biting right into it. Maybe an
Right.
avocado. You don't really need to do organic because you've got the outside shell. Mostly you take what's inside. Um, and again, if you really want to drill into it, that banana, where'd the water come from? Where they watered the plant? Yeah,
Exactly.
I
You
don't want
can,
to get obsessed here, but that
right. Yeah. You don't want to drive yourself crazy because then you're
right,
down in fear and you don't want to be in fear about your food, because then you're
right,
low vibration.
sure. And then what happens with fear? Can we go there? Stress.
Stress. Right. And we don't want to go there,
Mm,
which that's another category.
yeah. Well, listen, can we talk about it? What can you tell us?
For are you doing something for stress relief? Are you going for massages, yoga, Reiki, meditation, walking
Mm,
in nature,
mm,
dancing, playing the guitar, like just something for you that gives you stress relief.
hmm. Yeah,
It's so important.
it's so important. Yeah.
And you have to, find that thing that resonates with you. And I wanted to mention something for stress relief in like a marriage or relationship that there's something Brene Brown teaches that I thought was so cool. She said, like, a relationship is never 50-50. Like, a successful relationship is when you can pick up your partner's missing percentage of energy, investment, kindness, and patience when they're missing it. So when her and her husband come home from work, they say, okay, what do you got? And, energy wise, investment wise. And her husband will say, I only have about 25% right now. And she's like, all right, I have you, brother. I'll pick up your other 75% today. We're good. So between the two of them, they can add up to the 100%. Then there's another day they come in, rough day at work. You're taking care of sick parents. She only had a 20. Her husband only had a 20. So between the two of you, you can't come up with 100% together. So they sit down and have
Hmm.
and do a kindness plan so that they don't hurt each other. And I thought that was so beautiful. Like if couples could do that and help each other out to make up for that missing energy, it's going to take a lot of the stress out of relationships.
Interesting. Um, First off, it appears that there's really good, clear communication. So that's, key point right there. I will say that you can't look for somebody to give you those things in a relationship that you can't give yourself.
Right.
Because that's I think the kiss of death, where if something's missing, so they've got it, so I want it. And you might not even consciously know you're doing it. Like that movie, was it Jerry Maguire? I can't remember where it's like, uh, you complete me.
Oh, yeah.
You complete me. It should never be that. It should be you compliment me.
Right.
You need to complete yourself. That being said, with what you're talking about, yeah, we're always going like this. So listen, I'm with somebody and we're hanging later, and I literally text her. I said, "Yeah, I'm kind of low on energy today. It's like going
Oh
on.
my God, that's so funny.
I'm not even kidding." And she goes, "Why? You didn't sleep good last night?" I'm like, "No, I think I did, but I don't know." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good just hanging out. We don't have to do anything. We'll do something on Sunday. That's our plan. Was a plan anyway." Um, but it's almost as I'm doing what you said. Just I'm letting you know I'm in low today. So yeah,
I
maybe make
need
up
you to
for it.
hook a brother up.
Yeah, maybe make up for it, and the plan wasn't anything crazy anyway, because her daughter is home, wants her boyfriend to come over, and so but I was just stating facts. So I think I was doing what you were saying. Um, interesting, where if you can get on that level of communication, you can give each other what they need at that time, because it's always going to be flip-flopping, around
Right.
there.
Each day is going to fluctuate. So
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
can come up with these kindness plans, how you're not going to hurt each other when you're at your low.
Hmm. Yeah, just been a long week. We had a holiday there. There's lots of craziness going on last weekend, and then but I will say this about stress. Next to hydration in my world, those are the two most important things that we need our radar on. And I lived that life. Stress gave me an ulcer. Stress, and that was like 7 years ago. Last fall, I was dealing with some stress, and had digestion issues come up again. I'm like, what? Is the thing back again? Here we go. It got to the point where I was almost going to go to the hospital, which I did the first time, and started mitigating the stress. However, want to share that I reached out to a master herbalist, and I was taking Nexium and all that stuff over the counter, and it's just like it wasn't working anymore. And 2 days after I got this concoction in the mail in a dropper, it was pretty much gone, the digestion issues.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh, wow. Who would think cat's claw, marshmallow root, and catnip would be and aloe vera juice with pulp to coat the stomach. I'm
Coat the
talking I'm
stomach.
talking 2 days, 2.5 days, like night and day difference. So much that I shared that with others. I still had that bottle. The person I was just talking about gave it to her. Hey, you need this now. You know, so herbals do
Right.
make a difference, but the stress thing, it will manifest in so many different health issues in your body, and you might not even know it. And you might be, after a while, you become like chronic stress. You just learn to live with it. And then, oh, this hurts and that hurts. And then it's the stress doing it, but we don't realize
Exactly.
it.
And
right?
can I teach you a really quick stress relief energy move that instantly gets you out of fight or flight?
I am so listening.
It's Donna Eden's triple warmer smoothie move. And you can do it with me, Steve. You're gonna take your fingers over your third eye,
Hmm.
close your eyes, and you're gonna take a deep breath in, breathe in 4, out 4. And then you're gonna comb your fingers. You can open your eyes to watch me do this now. Comb your fingers back and around your ears.
I have headphones on.
Around
Okay.
your ears, and then you're going to come down and land your hands on your heart chakra. Then you're going to take your right hand and go around your left ear. So go around that ear and then down that left arm and swipe off that left ring finger. And then take your left hand over the right ear, go around that ear, down that right arm, and swipe off that right ring finger. And that instantly takes you out of fight or flight. It tells your body, I'm safe, I'm not being chased by a tiger. I'm just
Well,
stressed out right now.
wow. So to recap, I have a horrible memory for this stuff. I could never take ballroom dancing lessons. I just couldn't. So it's you close your eyes over the third eye with your two hands. You're taking four
Take
deep
deep breaths.
breaths in and out. Once that's done, you take your
You
hand.
comb
Oh,
it,
comb it.
or
Okay.
comb it, or go around your
Your
ears.
ears. Okay.
Bring your hands, land down on your heart chakra. Then your right hand around your left ear.
Right.
Go around down that arm, swipe
Gotcha.
off that ring finger, and then the opposite down that arm. And you'll be amazed when you know, one thought can put us into fight or flight, where your body feels like you're being chased by a tiger, and it's just one disturbing thought. But this will
Interesting.
instantly tell your body you're safe, and you'll feel it.
The one part I just want to make sure I'm going to share this. Um, After that is done, you come back and around your ears
Around your ears and then
and then
land on your heart
chat.
chakra. Yeah.
Wow. I've also I shared this with somebody. I'm in a men's group, and I shared this 2 weeks ago. Um, Fight or flight, when you just get kind of crazy and you got a lot going on, and our minds do this, say these three things. I am not my thoughts. I am not my emotion. I'm safe in this moment.
I love that.
And it's almost like a mental reset where it's like, all right, we're good. We're good. Just need, like like breathing does the right, the four in, the four out. It's like a reset button for you.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love
Wow.
that.
Wow. I love what is it the energy? Are you wiping off the stressful potential negative energy when you're doing this around your third eye and then coming around your ears? And because I've seen people energetically go like this just to wipe off the negative energy.
Right.
You think it's something
Yeah,
energy?
it's definitely energy, an
Okay.
energetic move to release it. Yeah. And
Wow.
you know how when you're stressed out, you just tend to go like this on your forehead? It's like a natural thing to like
Hmm.
touch your forehead when you're stressed out, you know?
Super interesting. Wow. Just got to remember it. That's all. Um,
I have a YouTube on it. So
really.
when I give everybody the YouTube channel, they can just look up my triple warmer smoothie and I do it. So
Why is it called triple warmer smoothie? I guess you're smoothing over your.
yeah, that Donna Eden named it. And it's the triple warmer area where with the stress and adrenals.
Wow. We're out of time, so give us that YouTube channel. How do we find those videos? How do we find
Oh, okay. My
everything?
YouTube channel is Holistic Groove dash Renee Lennox, and it's spelled Renee Lennox, Lennoxchhp. That's my YouTube channel. My website is www.holisticgroove.com. My phone number is 215-850-3628. And my email is renee@holisticgroove.com.
Wow. Learned a lot today. A lot of it we're aware of, but we forget about. And I honestly thought, some of this would be just a reminder, but even the triple warmer smoothie and all of that, some new stuff. And the caffeine. Woof. Evil. Um, that's my opinion. Thank you so much for being here today, Renee. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.